Hello, and welcome to my analysis of the Forbidden West State of Play gameplay reveal. For those of you who stumbled across this that don't know me, I am a nerd over this game. I have played through this game, I don't remember how many times. I've spent thousands of hours playing it, and thousands more theory crafting and thinking about it. So yeah, with that, let's get into it. I've already watched this a few times too. I cheated. And honestly, you should probably watch it first before watching this. Don't make this be your way of experiencing this reveal. Because I'm probably going to pause a bunch. Definitely going to pause a bunch. And I'm super excited for this game.
My name is I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game. We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West.
That's actually a good point that he's pointing out. Leading up to this reveal for a couple hours, I only watched it for like longer than I should probably admit, but like 45 minutes. There was great, just scenic views of kind of the new different biomes and just a little glimpse of a new machine. It's great. So right there, I'm gonna pause right here. Go back just a second. So this is important to note, that it's a mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics, and the final game content is subject to change, and I will explain why more and more as we go through, and why you shouldn't take this as how combat is actually going to flow and work in the game. Like this was just a demo, guys. They're just showing us what it can do, not exactly what it will do. This is just to give us, you know, like this is our taste.
Easy, easy. It's okay. You're safe now.
Oh yeah, one more thing before we continue. I don't care what Aloy looks like, she's still Aloy. So there was controversy about Aloy like not looking as aesthetically pleasing. Like, you're missing the point of the game. Go replay the game and then come back. This guy got wrecked.
Wait, what happened?
More Oseram bodies. Yeah, this guy's obviously Oseram. Aloy looks a little older. Couple years older. She's in her 20s, I think, in this. She was like 19, 18 in the last one.
What was that?
Raiders got machines on their side. Claw Striders.
Claw Striders.
You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him?
No, you're injured. I have to.
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out.
But give me your damn water. Don't worry about me. Find my own way out. But water, please. Oh, guy. So this is where it kind of like transitions from cinematic to gameplay. Actually, pausing again, if they do that, if they continuously do that, that would be great. I would love it if it felt like God of War, where it's just seamless transitions from cinematic to gameplay. Also, this view, freaking gorgeous. Again, the gorgeous gameplay. And then we see skyscrapers, it looks like, in the background. Beach. Yeah, definitely skyscrapers. New birds. We got seagulls. That water looks fantastic. Her interaction with it is not the best still, but that's a Claw Strider. It's a new guy. We'll get a good shot of them later, and I'll go over how I would plan to like take them out, what I think they're weak to, and just how I would go about attacking them. I think these are 10 Cath, by the way. 10 Cath tribesmen, raiders, whatever. But they can ride and control machines. Only Aloy, Silence, very few people have that ability. So the fact that their tribe can do it is rather big. I need some water. Oh yeah, so we're gonna fight. She fights it. That's a cool move right there. Also, like, the way the bow works seems to be pretty cool. And the abilities. So, like, I'm pretty sure each bow has a different unique ability. Each weapon has a different unique ability that you charge up. This is the spear ability. I don't know if we get multiple spear abilities, but that'll be shown later. But this looks like triple knock. It looks like they made it an ability and not just something you can do willy-nilly, which is fine. Like, we can destroy machines way too quickly in the first game. Way too quickly. Alright, I'm gonna let the combat roll and get a drink of water.
That was close. I can't shake him.
Actually, we're gonna go back a little bit.
Up we go.
Nope, too far. Okay, so his seismic attack is something to note, because that's like a pre-existing. That's a pre-existing attack, and it's also like kind of don't get too close to this guy. This isn't a machine you want to get in close to, but you can always, of course, which is also new, smoke bomb, which is fun because that's also a good way to. It's a way to re-enter stealth, basically, from anywhere, which is something that we didn't have. Even if you went into bushes, if the machines can see you, they're going to watch you go into bushes. The only way to get back into stealth prior to something like smoke bomb is to line of sight them. But you can smoke bomb, then line of sight them, and then re-enter stealth. So that's also really cool, what she just did. And this change is fantastic, and it's exactly what she wanted. So instead of being told where we can climb by pre-existing paint on the ground, we can now use our focus, it seems, to scan the area, and the focus will reveal the different climbing areas that we can grab. And there's much more in this game, which is good than the previous one.
These guys won't give up.
And then this is fantastic. Grappling, extra mobility, it's great. Into the water. Now they're going to show us the new water stuff. We're just swimming like we normally would in the first game. Nothing special.
Machines.
Those are kind of cute sounding. They look like, they almost look like little baby snap moths, but they're not. But like there's a bunch of machines that have glaring weak points. Like these guys, these are probably power cells. You can probably hit these with electricity arrows if something like that exists. And they do not have a lot of armor along their tails, their undersides either. That might be a sack right there. And then this is cool. We can go underwater now. And then as she'll show, that's the underwater stealth. She can breathe because she's wearing a rebreather. This guy's kind of cool. Like, I want to say this is a potential weak point spot, just because the yellow and the nature of how it looks like you would hit this to remove that point, which is probably a weak point that houses a special attack, as machines like this do. But this also could just be a snap maw, because there is an ice sack here, and yeah, that might just be the new snap maw. I may be being just silly, and that's the new snap maw, because the ice sack, and then these are blaze canisters. Yeah, that's a snap maw. Interesting then. Maybe snap maws, like, this is new though. this looks like something new, or I'm forgetting snap moss, which is possible. But this looks like a new type of tail, and this looks like a new attack. They can't just have the same machines doing all the same things, but it's possible, and I could be wrong.
Current's strong here.
This water just looks gorgeous. I like that too, that you can use the current to swim to areas quickly, especially for speedrun. Like, that'll be fun. A lot of this stuff looks really fun for speedruns. Like, where can we exploit getting skips with grapple and glider, which is gonna show up. And we cut straight into cinematic. I love the look. Here's a good view. I love the just the aesthetics. I love the tropical aesthetics. So this guy does not have a lot of armor. He doesn't have a lot of armor. Eyes are probably a weak point. These are probably power cells. I mean, these are yellow, but I don't think these are weak point. There might be something behind his head or up here. I'm also not sure how combat's entirely going to work in this game, as we see later. But definitely low armor and potential power cell weak point here. Eyes are most likely going to be a weak point again. That is exploitable. And then this looks like a weird chainsaw attack thing, which means that this may be a weak point too. Because usually you can get rid of their offensive abilities, at least in the first game. That tail looks interesting. They probably have some interesting tail attacks. Poor Aaron. And then this guy. This is every Lord of the Ring person's fantasy here. Which is fine. It's cool. Big mammoth. Laughing at Aaron. No, probably not Aaron. He's not that tough. And these guys have a lot of armor. These claw striders look cool. So does the mammoth. We'll get into him later, because she'll fight him.
I gotta help Aaron and deal with that tremor tusk.
I also think I think it'll be an open world game. I just think this is part of the story, which is why it feels like kind of a scripted event. Because it is a scripted event. But it feels like an on-rails game here, and I don't think it's going to be. I think it's still going to be open world.
This must be Aaron's.
These guys, that might be Aaron's hammer that this guy has right here. I don't think so, but it might be. Just look at everything. It just looks so great. Stealth attacks back. And she could have just dodge rolled back into the bush, but we're not doing that. And then clearly melee combat has changed. Okay, so that's key. So the bows now charge up like the Banuk ones. That's a key thing to talk about. It seems every bow does that. So every bow has a multiple charge function, but it seems like, and it should be, the highest charge is the most damage. But I like the combo of melee and arrows. She should have dodged there. The first time I watched this, when I was like, he's right. She shoots him once, and then I'm like, dodge. And then she just goes to shoot another arrow. It's like, alright. But I think they intended that to happen for this demo. Wanted to show how NPCs can do cinematic takedowns and stuff like that. And then if you note how much armor he has too, right? So usually humans in the first game, their armor doesn't matter, but she can't get through the armor easily. That's a sick combo move. And if you notice, that depleted this bar right here, which is refilling. So that was this attack. I think it used both. Let's see here. Yeah, it used both. So he knocks her over, and then he has her.
Think you can hurt me?
And then she uses her new charge up ability, slams the ground, and yeah, it takes both.
Yeah, I do.
And then it also seems to overcharge the spear to do damage, but this combo ability is just awesome. Super awesome.
All right. Back to the hunt. Raiders said they were heading for the old bridge.
It's also weird.
Them off.
Like, I wonder if crouch rolling is as fast in this game as it is in the first game, because me and a lot of other players just roll everywhere. We don't run, because running is slower than short rolling everywhere. Short rolling is faster than long rolling everywhere. And then there's a combo of like, what do? You sprint, roll, jump or something. The grappling hook's so cool. There's a faster combo than crouch, or not crouch, but just short rolling to run. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
I think I know a way to get
But
there
crouch
fast.
or short rolling is more consistent. This is awesome. Glider's good. Keep it glider. Don't put flying in the game unless you make the game world bigger. Please, please. Don't make the game too small. It'll feel awful. Also, something to note here, in the first game, you had to have gone to a cauldron to be able to override the machine, but she just overrides this machine. So can she just override every machine now? Do we have to go to cauldrons? This seems like one of her first interactions with this, but I haven't read the comics, so bad on me. I also don't want to dwell too much on the story because I don't want to think about where this fits. I think this is relatively early in the game, and I don't want to spoiler myself too much by thinking about the story. Tremor Tusk. This is Mammoth Guy. These things look awesome to fight. They get the dudes on the back shooting at you, just like in Lord of the Rings. She says got ya, and he says man down, but that dude is still up there. Yeah, those cannons are awesome. This is also a really cool addition. I like this. An explosive spear. It's also kind of cool how note it didn't destroy all of it, just part of it. That attack, this attack looks nasty. I bet this does a ton of damage. I also like, how versatile this thing is. Like, these are nasty. This guy has multiple attack points, and like this is obviously a large sack weak point. You can tell that just by looking at it. And then it looks like he's got weak points right here. What are those, his feet? No, those are part of his tusks. Okay, so you can probably hit these to destroy the tusks, take out one ability. Eyes are obviously going to be a weak point. What else you got? So it looks like if you destroy the eye... Oh, there's guns on his eye. Okay, so yeah, you can destroy those. Oh wait, we just saw. Hang on, we need to pause right there. She hit... Okay. These are all probably weak points too, or armor. Weak points are armor to take off. That would probably not be a bad idea to take off. But that looked like this looks like the gun. Yeah. So this might be another power generator of some sort. And then these might be... So you might actually want to destroy these in order to take out those guys and something else rather than the method used later. We'll find out in the actual game. And then that was like a full charge precision arrow, yeah? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a full charge precision arrow. Again, different special. than the other bow, the hard point. I don't know what they're gonna name these bows, so I mean that could be a precision bow, sharp shot bow. There could be a striker or a hunter bow in this one. Oh yeah, and more weak points to note on this guy. So she picks up this gun. It's a cool looking gun too, but I'm not really a big fan of those. I just want to know what I can do with my stuff. But a lot of people like using carryable weapons, which is fine. These look like nasty weak points too. And also, this is a nice angle just to be. We don't know quite what this sack does. They'll show us a little bit of what it does for this demo, but we don't know entirely what this sack does, but it probably does a lot of damage once you hit it, and this is a good vantage point behind it. Behind is often not the best in this game, but for this machine, it is. I know that sounds crazy, but some machines, you really don't have shit if you're behind them. But yeah, these are weak points. The sack, no armor. Great shot. Oh, also another thing to note is these logs back here. These are holding up. These are holding up that. So if you take out the logs that are right there on the back, you can get rid of them. Get rid of the dudes on the back. So that, I'm not sure what that was, because it did the oh, she was she moving? Was she moving too fast there? So it, does it get wide when you're moving now? Maybe. Maybe that's what it was. No. Has she been stationary for all the other shots? This is cool, these chain links. It would make sense if it was wider while you're moving and then you only get full precision if you're standing still. That would make sense. That would also be a decent balance. No, she was moving a little bit there and it didn't fully lock on. Also, I'm pretty sure this, the dodging of this, that, I'm pretty sure that's an iframe. So I'm pretty sure that means there'll be iframes. Oh, this guy that just popped out is an obvious power cell. So how did he pop out? Okay. So if you destroy that weak point, a power cell pops out. Boop. That's one way we can take him out. You're not going to be so tough, big guy. You're not going to be so tough.
Aloy.
And Aaron's happy because Aloy saved his ass again.
See me?
You bet. I owe you another one.
Come on.
But this time, I have a present for you. I found it, Aloy. Huh? What you sent me for. Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
This is cool. But this also, so 3 more games? Or are we gonna go to these places in this game? I wish I could just spin this globe. Also really bad with geography in this blue. This is definitely South America. I'm not sure where. This is definitely the Gulf of Mexico. I'm not entirely sure which country that is. That is what used to be Florida for sure. Could this actually be Texas? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it might be. This might be like the bottom of Texas somehow. And this is Florida. Or Texas should be like right here-ish. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure this is Florida. So this is the one near where we are. I'm fairly certain where she is right now. Just near there. I'm not entirely sure what they are though. They could be AI. The names pop up, but the first time I saw this, they didn't trigger. So that just says Barrow. And then, what are the other names? No other names, just Barrow. So it could just be Pharaoh Facilities or something. I'm not sure. Oh yes, the storm is coming.
And it's almost here.
Might have to turn this up a little bit.
So there you have it.
Because
The
he
first
talks a
gameplay
little
footage
bit
from Horizon Forbidden West
about
running on
important
PlayStation
stuffs.
5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
Deep dive.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers. Horizon Forbidden West
He's
is set
so
1,000
serious.
years in Earth's future.
He's
after
got a
global
serious look on his
catastrophe.
face.
People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant, animal-like machines.
I can't wait to fight one of these guys because they look massive. And I hope these are like co-op fight potential.
Now roam the land, and they are extremely
These guys,
dangerous.
you're not going to be a big
Machines
deal.
aren't the
We
only
already
threat in the
have
Forbidden West.
multiple
A strange
ideas
red
and ways
light is
of
spreading
what to
across
do
the
to
land,
you.
and it won't be long
Just
before
how
it
much HP
strangles
do you
all
have?
life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the Blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need.
That's cool. More underground.
In this
Plane wrecks
quest,
are fun.
Aloy has sent her loyal friend Erend into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Erend encounters raiders from a rebel
I
faction.
wonder if you can
of the
like
Tenakth
delegate.
tribe.
No.
They are
Like
vicious
Dragon Age
fighters,
style,
but even
delegate
worse,
people to
they've
different
acquired
quests,
the
but I doubt
power
it.
to override machines. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them. But first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight
Oh, right,
spots
we
that
need to go
allow
back
free
and look
climbing
at the
anywhere in
weapon
the
wheel.
open world.
There's
The
just
tool
too
master
much.
speeds
Like,
up
there's
climbing
too
and
much
can
to
get
talk
you
about.
quickly
I
out
feel
of
like I
trouble.
could make 4 of these and
The
have a
shield
new
ring
thing to
allows you
talk about
safely
every time.
descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious
I
machines.
know they talk more,
all
but
boost
we're
through
gonna
strong
come back.
underwater currents.
1640.
And to speed
We're
up
gonna go
overland
back
travel,
to
a variety of machines can be
when the weapon wheel gets shown. So we can go into the various weapon type. Whoop, no. Okay, when did you swap to precision bow?
Time to head back.
No. Okay, whoop. A little too slow. Okay. So it looks like we can hold 6 weapons. This looks like what would be the war bow. It has shock, freeze, and hunter arrows now, if they are still called that. That's good. Freeze is good. Shock is good because we saw the power cell on this guy, so that'll be awesome. It looks like this is probably, you know, tiers of upgrading. So we've upgraded this twice. We need to upgrade it 5 times. Maybe we get another coil slot. I hope these coils aren't RNG coils that we need to loot from the wild again, because that would really, really suck. Really suck. Don't want RNG coils. Static upgrade systems are great for weapons in games, because then everyone can have like the best weapons possible, not just people who crazy grind. This doesn't look like shock. It might be, but this doesn't look like shock for this new sling variant. We saw this being used. That was cool. It was like an immobilizer bomb to keep it in place. The rope caster's back. I'm sure ropecaster fans will like this a lot. It also looks like crafting arrows is a little different because there's no wire or wood. It's just shard and whatever this is, which is new. But yeah, this guy, this looks like a, you know, like a spread bomb. Shoot it, it spreads into 3. We'll see. I'm not sure what this is, but I don't think it's shock. It might have something to do with water or some new interaction that we don't know about. I like this spear. This spear looks cool. That looks like you could potentially do a lot of things for removing covers of weak points, which I think Gorilla is going to make you have to work for juicy weak points in this game. I don't think they're going to have the Thunder Jaw with the heart plate just open again. Like, it's not gonna be like that. On the sharp shot bow, the Tenact. This is tribe Tenact, Tencath, whatever. Tenact. I'll get it. Tenath Ranger sharp shot bow. So we're probably using their stuff, and this is a blue bow. This might be a purple bow because we got the 3 ammo variants. This might be a purple sling because we got the 3 ammo variants. So it could be, you know, green, blue, but I don't know. Ropecaster is a Ropecaster. It's probably only ever going to have this, but it may be different in this one. We don't know. I think that's all the weapon types that we covered, yeah. This is good. I like that there's still this, because these are like my go-to. Just because power cells are plentiful in Horizon Zero Dawn. They're all over. You can hit machines with them all the time. Freeze is broken. So I hope they nerf the multipliers for freeze a little bit, for sure. This is good that they still have Tear Blast. That's cool. That's fun. I think that's everything with the weapons. They all have their unique. I think every ammo type, maybe every weapon or every ammo type. I'm not sure. Probably every weapon actually has a unique special. This one looks like triple shot. The hunter bow or whatever variant that has the hardpoint arrow. Static upgrades. I think they talk about that too, like right up here. This is where we were, I think.
Or surprise enemies from above.
Close to here?
With the diving mask, you can stay
we were close to
submerged
here.
as long as you like, and take your time.
Those
to
guys
find a
look
path
fun.
around amphibious
They look kind of
machines,
cute. They're so
all
cute,
boost through
just
strong
waddling.
underwater currents. And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden.
Claw
and used as
Striders are good.
mounts,
Oh,
or
right.
in-
That's another important thing to know about being able to override a Claw Strider. In the first game, you can only override passive. They're passive except for on ultra hard, so I'm in quotations saying passive. Passive machines that won't attack, machines that aren't intended for combat. But the Claw Strider is clearly a machine intended for combat. We have not been able to override and ride. Sorry, we can override them in the first one. We can't ride them, but we can ride them in this one. So that's the first predatory type machine we can ride, which is important to note.
Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice.
That's awesome,
For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option.
which is good.
There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects.
That's
Valor Surges
awesome.
add a unique set of special abilities.
Different combos are good, because especially for speedrunning or just figuring out how to optimize fights in general, you could find like a different combo for a specific enemy that works well. Make that your strat.
One of which
Lots of
can be
things
used
to
knock
test and
back
try
nearby
out.
Enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies.
Yeah, that was cool.
A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel.
Another thing to note too is you're going to want to strategically think about when you should use these. Use these in oh shit moments, or this feels like a good moment, this feels like a tough enemy, is when you want to use your specials. Don't hold on to your specials for too long, especially the first playthrough. Don't hold on to your specials. You're going to screw up. You're going to use a special at the wrong time before the time you wanted it. Like, it happens to everyone. Just use it.
Shot with
Don't
adhesive
hold it for
grenades
too
to
long, though.
temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows
Use it
that
when you
can
feel
strip
you need
armor
it.
and
Don't hold
expose
it for
weak
too long.
spots.
Because I know a lot of people
Powerful
do.
launcher that fires
stuff like
spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs that temporarily blind enemies.
Smoke bombs
Or
are
you can
cool.
pick up weapons shot off from machines.
That's
Full
fun.
game has
There's
many
probably
more
going to be a
unique
lot of fun new
weapons, and
weapons to
each of them
shoot from
can be
machines
upgraded
too.
on a workbench.
It's not
More
my
on that
thing, but
another time.
it's useful. Like right here.
The player will need
Oh,
to be
another
smart and
important thing.
creative and use
He
weapons shot off from
just went
machines.
over right here.
The full game has many upgraded on a workbench.
Yeah, so he
More
talks
on that
about
another time.
upgrading them on the workbench, and I think that means it's a static
Player will need
upgrade
to be
system,
smart
which I
and
really
creative
hope.
and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, claw striders and
These guys are
Prelatusk
cool.
on land, Snapmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are
Burrowers.
all dangerous, and even
Of
more
course
so
they
when
are.
overridden
Everything's
by
dangerous in
human
this game.
rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them
Rebel
in many forms
threats.
throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover
Filthy
the
rebel
secret
scum.
behind their power,
Golden Gate
and
Bridge.
how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates closer to launch, and everyone here at Guerrilla can't wait for you to experience the full game.
Yep, I'm gonna end it there. I'm definitely excited for this game, and I definitely missed a bunch of what people want to hear and talk about. So just put it in the comments, or if you're a friend of me, just message me on Discord and we can talk about it, because there's a lot. There's so much to take in. Like I said, I could watch this 4 more times and have something new to say every time. There's just too much. There's too much. But alright, hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, follow me on Twitch too. I stream on Twitch every now and then. So follow me there. Some good Horizon Zero Dawn combat action. And watch my other videos. If this is my first Horizon Zero Dawn video you've seen, there's like some cool combat stuff in there. There really is. Alright. Seriously though, I'm going now. Have a good one, guys. Later.